Hello everyone, I've come out to surprise view in the Peak District today and I'm going to be getting a sunset looking out over here. So I brought with me my wide angle, which is what I'm going to be trying first, and then I'm going to try switching to my 70 to 200 to see what difference that makes and what I can isolate in the far distance. So I checked the photo pills app earlier. That worked out that the sun was going to be setting over in that direction, so which is great because it's a great view. Most of the golden hour light's gone now, and I got some shots with my wide angle lens, but I've switched to my 70 to 200 2.8 VR lens now. So this is an F-mount lens. So I'm using the FTZ adapter. If you remember, a little while back I did a video on macro and I had a different bracket at that point, and I was saying that it was very difficult to swap lenses between the Z mount lenses and the FTZ adapter because the bottom of the FTZ adapter would catch on the bottom of the bracket. Well, now I've got a new bracket, so this one is specifically designed to fit the Z cameras, so it doesn't have the lip sticking out and you can put the FTZ adapter on. So now I can just switch to my 70 to 200 with the adapter and don't have to worry about taking the bracket off first, which is really good. And I just got that on Amazon. There are different companies who make these. This was one of the cheaper ones, but it seems really good. So, and what I'm doing is just using the 70 to 200 to try and isolate some areas in the distance now. So I'm probably going to concentrate just on that little patch of golden hour light that's still on the horizon. Zoom in on that and see what I can get up there. And then as the sun fully goes down, we might start to get some good colours in the sky from the full sunset as we move into blue hour, and I might switch back to my wide angle at that point. So you should be able to see what I'm seeing here. This is at the 70mm end, but it's just really nice just to get in there, just focus on some of those layers in the background. You see the colours just really nice and they just fade off so nicely into the distance. So unfortunately there's that band of cloud that's just covering up most of the really nice colours from the sun, but it's just kind of poking down underneath that bit of cloud. So I'm just going to try and get some of that now while it's just coming through. That might look really cool. After that I might just stay for another 5-10 minutes, but we're pretty much at the end now, getting towards blue hour. So yeah, I'm going to get this first, I'll come back. Okay, so now I'm done. There are some nice breaks in the cloud here and there now, so got a few of those. But going to wrap it up now and get back and see what we've got in Lightroom. It was all a little bit of a learning curve today. Got here probably just a little bit late, and then walked all the way up to the top here, and then realised I'd left something in the car, so I had to run all the way back down and all the way back up. There was some really good golden hour lighting that time that I might have missed, but I did get some with my wide angle. And then yeah, I was changing my lenses a lot, the 70-200, and trying to record at the same time. It does make it difficult, so I'm not 100% sure what I've got yet. I've got to get back into Lightroom and see, but there might be something that's good. But what I have learnt is a new place. I've never been here to surprise view before, and I know exactly where to come back to now, so next time I'll definitely be ready, and I'll know where I'm coming to, and I won't leave something in the car. So let's get back. So one of my aims when I was up at Surprise View earlier in the week was to compare two of the lenses that I was taking with me. So I had my 24-70mm lens, I always take that, but as well as that I also had my 14-30mm wide angle Z lens, and I also had my 70-200mm telephoto f-mount lens. And I really wanted to just compare those two lenses to see what the benefits and negative aspects of each were for big landscape vistas. I didn't really get to use the 70-200 as much as I would have liked, and that's because, as I said earlier in the video, I made a couple of mistakes on the day, unfortunately. So firstly, I got there a bit too late. I should have really gotten there about 30 minutes, if not an hour, before I did, because just as I was arriving, that's when golden hour was starting, and really I should have already been up top, set up and ready for that. And the second thing was that I stupidly left some equipment down in the car, so I was already on top up at the viewing area, and realised I'd left my audio recording equipment for the video, so I couldn't do the video without it. So I had to run all the way down the hill to the car park, get the equipment, and then run all the way back up to the top. So great for my Christmas belly. It was a good run, but not so good for taking photos, unfortunately. And there was some really good lighting. It was like about a 15-minute period where there was some really good golden hour light, and I missed all that, unfortunately, but not to worry. But what it did mean is that when I was at the top, I didn't want to waste any more time. I didn't even want to change lenses, so I just stuck with my wide angle lens, which was already on the camera, and just got as many shots as I could while the light was good. And by the time I had swapped to the 70-200s, I think the best of the light had already gone, so I got about 15 to 20 shots maybe with the 70-200, but out of those I've only used 2 in the video. So, you know, I can't really make a comparison between the two lenses based on the photos, because the vast majority I got with the wide angle lens, and they were all taken during the better light. So what I did learn is that the wide angle is just great for capturing those big epic scenes, you know, because it's wide angle, you can fit so much more into the scene. You've got the big epic sky and the mountains and everything in the foreground. But because of that, you've got the downside that it's quite a complex composition. You know, you've got so much packed into the image, your eyes just darting around all over the place, you're not really sure what to focus on. And that's where the 70-200 or a telephoto lens comes into its own, because you can really zoom in to part of the scene, isolate it and simplify your composition, and that just makes it a bit more powerful, I think. I think if your aims were to make a print, a really big print to put on the wall, the wide angle would be great for that, because you can, you know, walk up to it, you can look closely at all the detail, and you've got a lot of time to look at the image. But when you've got less time to look at the image and you're displaying it on screen, perhaps at a smaller size, you need that initial impact, I think, and a stronger, more simple composition works better for that. So maybe the telephoto is better for that. But these are the compromises you need to make with lenses, and I think that the overall answer is, you know, what lens is best. Well, you know, there isn't a best; they're all just tools, and they've got different strengths and weaknesses. And just overall, it was a great evening up in the Peak District. I've never been to Surprise View, but I really recommend it. It's fantastic. It's not far from Padley Gorge, actually. I did a video recently there where I was doing long exposure waterfall photography, so I'll link to that up top now. And yeah, it's just really It's a really easy place to get to in the Peak District. There's a car park there. It's only a short walk up to the top of the viewing area. And in December, you've got the sunset just in the right place for a great shot. So definitely get out there if you can. I really enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed getting the photos, then why not give it a like? And also, if you're new to the channel and you've got this far, why not subscribe? You can click the red button down here or on my face over here. And I hope you'll join me for the next one. I'm doing a new video every Sunday morning at 10 AM. So thanks a lot everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. It really helps my channel and helps it grow. So that's it for now. Catch you for the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.